How's everyone doing today? Here we are for another episode of Suds on Saturday, and also it's Festivus, so happy Festivus. With that, I'm finally opening my bottle of Jessup Farms Barrel House Feats of Strength. Picked this up it was bottled January 4th, 2017, so picked it up when I was there last January, finally getting into it. I had it at the brewery, it's unbelievably delicious, but let's see how it aged. It comes in at 10.5% ABV, and it's a something. It's a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. Okay. Pours a black, nice tan head. Ooh, smells delicious. Large bourbon presence. Sweet. Whiskey. Yeah, this is nice. A little bit of coffee to it, but definitely delicious. A little bit cherry, kind of. Well, let's give it a whirl. Cheers. This is really good. Medium to full body. Really smooth. Wow. Nice creamy, but very smooth. Large whiskey bourbon presence. Good oak. Nice oak presence. Really good flavors overall. This aged very well. It's a really good imperial stout. I don't know if it's the abyss, but very few things are. However, this is definitely one of my favorite imperial stouts. Jessup Farms really does no wrong, and this is just as good as I remember it at the brewery. The only thing that's not as good is I'm not in Fort Collins, so stuck here in Phoenix, but at least I'm drinking a Fort Collins beer, so that kind of cheers me up a little bit. And it's Festivus, so I can't be disappointed. But this is a really good beer. We'll talk a little more about it. Really good bourbon. Wow. Jessup Farms specializes in barrel-aged beers. I know I talked about this when I talked about Wood Knot, the barrels up front top. All right, so we're not going to talk about Jessup Farms again. I love Jessup Farms, so I could talk about it all day, just like any other Fort Collins brewery. But this is delicious, smooth, really well balanced. It's not overpowering. You get a nice kind of roasted coffee flavor on the finish, like on the aftertaste when it sits there. That's pretty cool. But really, the bourbon is what shines out in this, I would say. There's a little bit of chocolate, there's a little bit of coffee, but the bourbon greets you up front, and it really follows through throughout the entire sip. So, great beer. I'm going to enjoy this for the rest of my Festivus. So, Festivus for the rest of us. I'm going to go air my grievances and do my feats of strength. So, here's to feeling good all the time. Oh, there you go. Seinfeld named beer with a Seinfeld quote. So, for those of you who don't know, that is a Seinfeld quote. So, if you can... it was in the episode of Sniffing Accountant, I forget what it's called. But when Kramer was at the bar smoking a cigarette and having the beer, he said, what was the accountant's name? Damn it. Seinfeld trivia fail. Marty Benson, that was the guy that died. What was his name? Well, I'll never remember it. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll think real hard, but I'm not going to remember it on camera. So, anyway, Kramer, great line, epic. So, that's where that came from, in case you didn't know that. So, here's to feeling good all the time.